There's a very good chance you're going to see my hummingbirds here today. The scout was here earlier this week, so now I have two or three, so I hope you enjoy them. I love my hummingbirds. Welcome to Adulting with Assets. I hear her behind me, where we learn to shift from allowance to assets, from short-term spending to long-term financial stability. I'm Lisa Marie, and today we're talking about budget is not a cuss word. It is the true meaning of balance. This is part one. Does building a financial future mean you have to stop enjoying your life today? No, it does not mean that. It really does not mean that. I hear this all the time. This feels overwhelming. I can't have anything now if I want to have a future. It's not fair. I work hard. I deserve this. And I understand why it feels that way. I really do. But that's not the truth. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about prioritizing your life. I want you to hear this very clearly. You are not being asked to suffer. You are being asked to build. And once you build correctly, your life becomes easier, calmer, and more enjoyable. Before we talk about balance, we need structure because balance can't exist without structure. So first things first, and we've talked about this. Number one, build your stability account. This is what removes fear from your life. Pay off your credit card debt because 20 to 30% interest is working against you every single day. Number three, contribute to your 401k, not just a match. Give as much as you can. And here's the key. Save a percentage, not a dollar amount, because percentages grow with you. Raises, bonus, overtime. You never feel the difference, but your future does. Now, once these things are in place, you finally have clarity. Now we can ask the real question. How do I live a balanced life? Because now you've removed the resistance. You've taken that 23 interest that's been working against you and you turned it into something that works for you. Today you get to create who you are, the life you want. When was the last time you actually paused and decided that for yourself? Well, today, that's what we're doing. Most people hate the word budget. It feels restrictive, it feels like punishment, but that's because we've defined it wrong. A budget isn't restrictive. It's about how you create a life without regret, fear, and stress. Change the meaning and your thinking and actions will follow. You now get to design your life the way you see it and the way you truly want it. It's a gift. It's simply telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. When you learn to spend money without emotion, you've reached a level most people never get to because now you're not reacting, you're choosing. For me, I don't spend money on things, occasionally, but not very often. I spend money on experiences, travel, time, memories. Because giving a stuffed animal to a 7-year-old won't compare to a trip filled with laughter and connection. Before I spend, I ask myself 3 questions. Did I plan for this? Would I still buy it if I had to pay cash? And does this move me forward or delay my future? And does it represent my values as a person? I also have a rule. Actually, I call it an LM rule. You guys have heard of these before, and I am very adamant about this. But if I'm going to spend more than $300 on an impulse buy, I don't buy it. I have to wait 24 hours. Some people may say that's ridiculous or that's quite strict. But you want to know something? I almost never go back and buy it. Very rarely. Because most impulses don't survive time. Here's how you build a spending plan. We're going to start with your take-home pay. After taxes, what you actually bring into your house. And then you need to break it into 3 categories. Your must, remember, housing, food, gas, insurance. Your needs, phone, car, essentials. Your wants, travel, clothes, entertainment, lifestyle, etc. Now, this is super important you do this work today because part 2 next week is going to be in a higher level of detail, and I need you to have thought through the process before we get there. But here's what's so awesome. You get to design this based on who you are, not what social media tells you. Next time you go into a store, turn it into a game. I do this all the time. I walk in with a list and I challenge myself to only leave with what's on that list. And I'm a little competitive. But when I walk out and all I got was what was on my list, I won. And the cool thing is, I still get the same dopamine hit. I still get to feel great, but without regret. Because discipline creates freedom. And here's where it gets powerful. You can still enjoy life, just smarter. You want a luxury vacation? Go off season. You love nice clothes? Buy at the end of the season. You want a great cup of coffee? Buy a machine once instead of daily spending. You want a romantic date? Share a meal and enjoy time with your spouse or boyfriend. This isn't a restriction. This is intentional living. This is where everything changes. You stop asking, can I afford this? And you start asking, does this match the life I'm building? Because your spending should reflect your values, your priorities, your future. You can absolutely enjoy your life today and build your future at the same time, but only if you choose intentionally. Create your identity. Decide what matters. And don't skip this part because next week I'm going to show you exactly what to do with it. Take what fits, leave the rest, and if something here saves you one hard lesson, it's worth the conversation. That's adulting with assets, and I'm really glad you're here. And remember, wealth isn't built in moments, it's built in habits. See you next week, and don't forget, your future is watching.